morning students, myself Ajit Pratap Singh. Today in this video of class 7th science, I'll let you know about the process of nutrition and what are the steps involved in the process of nutrition. Okay students, and I'll let you know about other things as well. Okay, but first of all I would like to tell you that this is the chapter number 2nd of your book Living Science, that is nutrition in animals. Okay, and first chapter was nutrition in plants. So in this chapter we will talk about how does the nutrition take place in animals. Okay students, including human being. As we all know students that all animals including humans, they need certain nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals to stay fit, alive, and to grow. Okay, and these nutrients are obtained from the food only. The food that we eat is not in a form that can be instantly provide you with nutrients. First, this food can be or should be broken down into the smaller particles so that, or we can say, it should be changed into the simple or soluble form which can be absorbed by our body cells. Okay, only then the food provide us the nutrients. Okay students, the various processes involved in the nutrition in animals that take in solid food are as: number one is ingestion. This is the first process of nutrition. In this process, we take in the food or we eat the food, and in this process, we take the food into the mouth and eat it. Okay. Next step is digestion. Digestion is the process of breaking down of food into simple and soluble form. Listen, simple and soluble form with the help of digestive juices. Digestive juices, what is the function of digestive juices? They make the food they make the food soluble, and they make the food wet as well. Okay students, for the body. Next slide, that is, and the next step, that is known as absorption. Absorption is the process by which the food is in the soluble form passes into the body fluids such as blood. So in this process, the food is passed into the body in the form of blood. The next step is known as assimilation. In the process of assimilation, the absorbed nutrients are now utilized by the body. Okay, so now we can utilize these nutrients like proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates. The last step is known as digestion. This is the last step of nutrition process. This is the step in which we remove the undigested solid part of the food. Okay students, so this was the description about nutrition and the various processes involved in the process of nutrition. Now we will talk about the nutrition in amoeba, hydra, and frog. So let's start with the nutrition in amoeba. As we all know students that amoeba is a unicellular organism. Unicellular means which has only one cell, or the body of the amoeba is made up of only one cell. So it engulfs tiny particles of food by throwing its false feet called pseudopodia around it, and pseudopodia join together to form a small cavity that is known as food vacuole, and the food inside the vacuole is digested by the digestive juices. Okay, then it is absorbed and assimilated there to provide energy and perform other functions as well. Okay students, hydra. Now we will talk about hydra. Hydra is a simple multicellular. Multicellular means the body of the hydra is made up of many cells. Multicellular animal, and it has a number of tentacles around its mouth. I'll just show you the structure of hydra. This is the structure of Hydra. As you can see, these are the tentacles present. Okay, and this is how it catches the insects which comes onto the tentacles. Okay, and tentacles are used for ingestion of food. The tentacles entangle small aquatic animals, so they generally eat the small aquatic animals. Aquatic means water animals, and they kill them with their stinging cells. Then they push them into the mouth, and inside the body cavity, the digestive juices secreted by the surrounding cells help to digest the food. This is then absorbed through the cavity walls and assimilated into the cells. Now we'll talk about how does the nutrition take place in frog. The frog has a long sticky tongue, and with the help of long sticky tongue it catches the insects. Okay, as you can see in this diagram as well, this is a frog. It has very long sticky tongue, and through this it catches the insects. Okay, and frogs have a well developed digestive system also, in which food is digested with the help of digestive juices. So digestive juices perform the function of digestion very finely. Okay, students. Now we'll talk about the digestive, or we can say the nutrition in paramecium. The paramecium is also a unicellular structure, a unicellular organism. It has a hair-like structure called cilia all over its body, which are used for ingestion. The constant movement of the cilia pushes the food particles into the mouth, like the structure of paramecium. And the rest of the nutrition processes are similar to those in amoeba. So the rest process is very much similar to the amoeba. Okay, as I told you, in the amoeba, the food is engulfed by the false feet, that is known as pseudopodia, and from there on, with the help of digestive juices, it is digested in the body. Okay, students. Now we'll talk about the nutrition in spider. Spider weaves a sticky web in which small insects get stuck, so it forms a web-like structure. Okay, in which the insects can be trapped. It then injects digestive juices into the body of the insects. Okay, and which digests the body parts of the insect. Thus, the digestion of the spider's food actually take place outside the spider's body. The spider then sucks up the digested food. Mosquito also sucks up the blood of animals with its proboscis. As you can see, the proboscis is the main structure of the mosquito, through which it sucks up the blood from the humans. Okay, students. So this is all about the process of nutrition, various steps involved in the process of nutrition, like ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Apart from this, I also told you about how does the nutrition take place in amoeba, and how does the nutrition process take place in hydra. Apart from this, I also told you how does the nutrition process take place in frog as well as in paramecium. Okay, students. So now I am hopeful that you will be able to tell about everything in detail without any kind of hesitation. Okay, students. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great